Good afternoon. Today I will briefly present our project Stilo Motive, focusing on its interior design. This project aims to innovate urban mobility, the autonomous and electric vehicles intended for going to any destination you want. This is our team. Now I will focus on the value proposition. So the objective is a program that revolutionizes the interior design of fully autonomous various electric vehicles intended for mobility as a service and operations. The key objective for the interior design. So it's enhancing passenger comfort and experience, create a spacious, comfortable, and user-friendly interior that accommodates a variety of passengers, including those with disabilities. Now, the second one is innovate the use of materials and technologies. Incorporate advanced materials like LED and Acela Highlight to provide real-time visual feedback and enhance the aesthetic appeal of the vehicle's interior. And the third one, ensuring accessibility and adaptability. Design an interior that is easily accessible for all users, including the wheelchair users, with the features like non-formal seats and wide door apertures. This is a highlight. This is the design, the interior design with passengers. And now view the features, door handles, window switch, and handle. The Acela highlight are the blue dots, and the LED light is the pink line. This is soundproofing as well. This is the wheelchair position. Now this head-up display information is on top of the passengers in the window and other images of the final design. This is the seat, sofa styled, the materials that are used. This is the bill of materials, the Pareto chart, and the Pareto price chart. And I'm going to talk about my contributions in all the projects. So in sprint one, I do or invented user stories that use different ideas to guide the vehicle design based on different perspectives. In sprint 2, I investigate the security. We had the idea to use the airbags as like a curtain wall and surrounded airbag. So we do a report so all the passengers can be protected and have a nice trip on all collisions. So that's why it's important in the security. Now the release one, I like estimated a bill of materials, so a hypothetical budget that was a total of 10,000, which is a high value. So it was less. So it was an estimation. So I do an investigation of the materials that we're going to use in the prototype. The sprint 3, I sketch some prototype designs to create to give us an idea on what we want it to be. So I do like a luggage space below the seats, and between the seats use like a boxes. So in the middle one was like a small fridge, and you can pull off, and there's like beverages, but we use stage gates because it was not a good feature having a small fridge, as well as in the middle the cup holders. But I must confess that I do the sketch in SketchUp, and all the measurements was not as accurate as the report said. So it was just to give us a perspective idea on what we wanted to do. In Sprint 4, I investigate the stereo and the screen because we wanted to use stereo. That means like the stereo was usually transformed in a combination with the screen, the head-up display that shows the information. So I investigate the cost-effective options for the stereo and the sound system. We wanted to apply like Bose and Lenovo as the screen, but it was not a very good idea. So as well, we use StageGate to kill the project, that kind of stuff, and evolve to other things that I mentioned before. And well, obviously the audio was a low price speakers, because I mean it's a taxi, so let's be honest, it's gonna many passengers who are gonna use in different trips, and they're going to mess up the audio. Now in the release 2, my contribution was in the seat design. My seat design was integrated into the final design, ensuring practically and comfort, like helping on the design. I mean, I don't do the seats. It was my other team member that focus on the seats, and other one in the doors and the interior. So I contribute on the investigation. And Sprint 5, I do the ideal market. I research and benchmark the best countries for the vehicle implementation. We select the USA and Germany because it must be in urban communities or cities, let's say. And I mean, I do a benchmark, but it was like all numbers with 5, 5, 5, 5, 5, and 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. So, I mean, we have the idea, and it was not very accurate, but we kill all the other countries we're going to wanted to use, but we focus on only in 2 countries. It was the USA and Germany. In the release 3, I helped in the material selection using the interior design. I analyzed how much material we're going to use in the interior. So I focus on analyzing how much steel we're going to use, the plastic, and other durable materials. Now the learnings. throughout this project, I learned to use various tools such as SketchUp was not part of the education or let's say the lessons that they uh, teach us, but we need to find out another way to use to sketch other things because back in the day I didn't do the certification of SolidWorks. I was not very good. Now I am because I do the certification, but I use SketchUp to sketch our design, and we use Trello to have the an idea on all the tasks we need to do, all that's done, and all the difficulty in those tasks. And now, and we have the idea to focus on what we have to do first and so on. Then the Goldfire help us to investigate the ISOs and patents. So help us on what to need to investigate to do a vehicle to be in the market. And as doing the first estimation bill of materials that was on a hypothetical, I use Excel, so it can give us an idea on the budget we're gonna need to implement in the interior design. And also like some conduct in depth, such as the research, we investigate a lot the method of stage gates to kill some projects, like I just say back. The bill of materials, an important for asset for doing businesses, let's say, and Scrum help us to have an idea on how we're going to start doing the project. So all those things enhance my skills in the design and project management. It's an important things to my life, so I can use it in the future and being a successful businessman or engineer. In conclusion, like being on a team of 5, it gives us all our we need to give all the 100% in this work because there's a lot of team of 8, so the tasks are delivered like more soft. And in our, I mean, it's not an excuse, but in our perspective, being a team of 5, we have to push harder, and we organize well, having good community, good communication, and take the time necessary to do the project. So we work well by applying each member capabilities and abilities to make a good delivery. So in our collaboration and strategic planning resulted in an innovative vehicle design. So Steel Motive promises to make a significant impact in the market, providing a safe, efficient, and comfortable transportation solution. It was a good project. I want to mention it because it forced us to improvise on how we're going to do a project from the beginning and at the end of the solution of our delivery. That was I think it was a good interior design with bill of materials in a good price. Well, thank you for your attention.